Welcome to this little video today. This story came to life in a moment of unexpected connection. One day while I was on the phone with my parents, they shared a play-by-play of a little red squirrel busy in the spruce tree that my grandmother, our Oma, had planted so many years ago. The squirrel was carefully dunking a pine cone into the water dish, and it felt as if Oma was somehow tending to her garden in her own special way one last time. Just days later, Oma left us on Canadian Thanksgiving, a day marked by reflection, gratitude, and appreciation. It was as though she had woven this small, gentle moment into the story of her life, showing us that we are all connected, that every act of care leaves a ripple. In her memory, I created this story and handmade a book for my parents, a reminder that there are no coincidences in life. Everything happens for a reason, in its own time, and beauty and meaning surrounds us always, waiting to be seen if we just open our hearts, look closely, and connect the dots. Enjoy the story. This is dedicated to my grandmother, Oma, Erika Dause, born on the 21st of February in 1934 and went back home on the 14th of October, 2024. She was 90 years old. Oma's spruce tree. Oma knelt down in the garden, her hands gentle as she planted a tiny spruce seedling. She smiled, knowing it would grow into something strong, just like the love she shared with her family. The little green spruce began to grow, its green needles reaching toward the sky. Oma watched over it, proud of the tiny tree taking root in her beautiful garden. Years passed, and the tree grew taller. I stood in the garden with my parents, admiring Oma's tree. My dad said it reminded him of how much Oma loved to care for her garden. The spruce tree stretched higher each year, its branches full of life. Birds built their nests, squirrels played in its shade, and the garden bloomed with Oma's favorite flowers. One day, a red squirrel scampered up the tree. It peeked out from the branches, holding a pine cone, ready to explore the garden Oma had made so welcoming. The squirrel dropped the pine cone from the tree, watching it fall to the ground, and then, quickly as lightning, it rushed down the trunk to grab its treasure. The squirrel carried the pine cone to the water dish. It dunked the pine cone, softening it, while other animals in the garden looked on, curious about the squirrel's plan. Spring turned into summer, summer into fall, and the tree stood tall through it all. Each season brought new life. Flowers bloomed, animals played, and the tree gave them shelter. Now the tree was tall and strong, towering over the garden. My parents and I stood beneath its branches, remembering Oma's love for the garden and the life she helped nurture. Around the tree, tiny saplings began to grow. Just like the tree, they were ready to start their own journeys, spreading life and love to new places. One of the saplings was carefully moved to a new home, perhaps in Prince Edward Island. It would grow strong in another garden, bringing joy to other families, just like Oma's tree had done. The garden was now full of life. Birds sang in the trees, squirrels played, and rabbits hopped through the flowers. Oma's tree had become a home for everyone. The spruce tree stood tall, its branches reaching out like loving arms, hugging all that admired it. Oma's simple act of planting a tree had created a world full of life, happiness, and love that would last for generations. As the sun set over the garden, I realized how much one small seed could grow. The tree Oma planted was more than just a tree. It was a reminder that the things we do, no matter how small, can grow into something amazing. The seeds we plant, whether in the garden, in the lives of others, or in the world around us, have the power to grow into something bigger and more beautiful than you can ever imagine. A ripple spreading love, kindness, joy, and happiness. Oma and her spruce tree taught me that the best things in life take root quietly. Their goodness grows for years to come, and to always give with a warm hand and from your heart in all that you do. Thank you, Oma, for everything. Until we meet again, red squirrels and pine cones will remind me of you. Written with love by Kevin Charlie, October 2024.